Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Xtw Fightmania 6, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at our 11th match, ladies and gentlemen. This is an epic match. This is a dream match come true. Kurt Angle, the world champion, will versus Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. This match, ladies and gentlemen, will be for Kurt Angle's World Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle, he grabs Daniel Bryan by his right arm, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen, he throws him to the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle, he throws him to the ropes again, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle, he trying to do a clothesline, ladies and gentlemen, he counters. Then Daniel Bryan, he gets on the ring post, ladies and gentlemen. And then from the ring post, Daniel Bryan, he hits a backward flip, ladies and gentlemen. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan, he do a clothesline to Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle falls down to the mat. And then Angle, he grabs Daniel, and ladies and gentlemen, he do belly-to-belly suplex, ladies and gentlemen, on Daniel Bryan. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Angle, he picks up Daniel Bryan off the mat, ladies and gentlemen. And then Angle, he do a German uppercut, ladies and gentlemen, to Daniel Bryan. And now Angle, he got Daniel in the angle lock, ladies and gentlemen, where Daniel Bryan tap out to Angle. Where he tap out to Angle, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it look like Daniel Bryan, he trying to get out of Kurt Angle's submission move, ladies and gentlemen. And then Daniel Bryan, he do a drop kick to Kurt Angle. Then, ladies and gentlemen, look like Kurt Angle, he trying to get up off the mat, ladies and gentlemen. And Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen, he do a right kick to Kurt Angle, ladies and gentlemen. Then Daniel Bryan do another right kick to Daniel Bryan to Kurt Angle, ladies and gentlemen. Then Daniel Bryan do another kick to Angle. Then he do another kick to Angle, ladies and gentlemen. And then Daniel Bryan, he do a knee to the head of Kurt Angle, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it look like Daniel, he trying to go for the cover. 1, 2 counts. And then Kurt Angle, he do a DDT to Daniel Bryan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle, he comes behind Daniel Bryan and look like he trying to do a German suplex to Daniel Bryan. And Angle, he do another German suplex to Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, it look like Kurt Angle, he trying to do another German suplex on Daniel Bryan. But ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan, he do a left elbow to Kurt Angle. And then Daniel Bryan, he do a left kick to Kurt Angle. Ladies and gentlemen, it look like Daniel Bryan, he got Kurt Angle in his yes lock, ladies and gentlemen, on Kurt Angle. Ladies and gentlemen, Angle, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan, he turns around. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Angle, he do a spear on Daniel Bryan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Angle, he picks up Daniel Bryan. And ladies and gentlemen, he finna do the ankle slam, ladies and gentlemen. The ankle slam on Daniel Bryan. And Angle goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and still the world champion, Kurt Angle, ladies and gentlemen. He has defeated Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for some more action on Xtw Fightmania 6. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Xtw Fightmania 6, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm now sitting at ringside with the Universal Champion and the owner of Xtw, Kenneth. So Kenneth, what do you got to say about this match? Well, this match should be an interesting match. Seth Rollins said that he was going to stop me. Well, talk is cheap unless you can bag it up. I am the Universal Champion. If I want to, I can be Universal Champion forever. And I will never give up the championship. But I am a fair man, and I'm all about what the Xtw fans want. It don't matter what happened at the end of tonight. It don't matter if Roman Reigns win, or it don't matter if Seth Rollins win. Long as the fans are happy. That's all that matter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at our 12th match of tonight. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Whoever wins this match, they will get a shot to go against the Universal Champion Kenneth for the Universal Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman, he hit Seth with a right hand to the head, ladies and gentlemen. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he hit Seth with another right hand. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, he hits Roman with a left hand, ladies and gentlemen. Then he hits him with another left hand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, he picks up Roman. Ladies and gentlemen, he do the Falcon's arrow. The Falcon's arrow to Roman. And ladies and gentlemen, Roman, he gets up. And ladies and gentlemen, he do a clothesline on Seth Rollins. And ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, he do a Saguri on Roman, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, ladies and gentlemen, he do a power bomb. He do a power bomb, ladies and gentlemen, on Roman Reigns. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, he got Roman Reigns in a submission move, ladies and gentlemen. He got him in a sharpshooter, ladies and gentlemen. Will Roman Reigns tap out? Would he tap out to Seth Rollins, ladies and gentlemen? Now, ladies and gentlemen, look like Roman. He trying to get out Seth Rollins submission move, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Seth, and he do the Samoa drop. The Samoa drop, ladies and gentlemen, on Seth Rollins. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Roman, he trying to do the Superman punch, ladies and gentlemen. But Seth Rollins, he counters his Superman punch, ladies and gentlemen. And then Seth, he grabs Roman, ladies and gentlemen, by his right arm, ladies and gentlemen. Then Rollins, he do a left kick to the head of Roman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Rollins goes for the cover. 1, 2 counts. And then Roman, he throws Seth's head to the ring post. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he throws his head to the ring post again. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Roman, he do a clothesline to Seth in the corner. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he do another clothesline. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the big dog, he picks up Seth and he throws him to the mat. And then Seth, he gets up off the mat. Then, ladies and gentlemen, he do a right kick to Roman. Then, ladies and gentlemen, look like he's gonna climb on top of the ring post. And then Rollins, he jump off the ring post. Then he do a neck breaker to Roman. Ladies and gentlemen, it look like Seth Rollins, he trying to do the curb stomp on Roman. But out of nowhere, Roman, he spears Seth, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, look like Seth Rollins. He trying to get up to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, it look like the big dog, Roman. He's watching Seth, ladies and gentlemen. He's watching Seth, ladies and gentlemen. Then Seth, he turns around, ladies and gentlemen. He turns around. And ladies and gentlemen, Roman, he do a Superman punch to Seth Rollins. And ladies and gentlemen, it look like Roman, he's finna go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and the #1 contender for Kenneth Universal Championship is Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns is the #1 contender that will compete against Kenneth for his Universal World Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for some more action on Xtw Fightmania 6.